being in an area that's so filled with streamers and being able to surround yourself with people who kind of like go through the same struggles and understand what your work is like and how it's different from like regular 9 to 5s has been awesome. Just to be able to like, I guess, unburden yourself from the stress with people who understand. So that's been really cool. It's crazy. There's like so many streamers moving, even like coming to move in the next few months. So it's awesome. It's literally streamer city now. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Um, it's pretty much just sleepy time sounds. That's what I always tell everyone. Um, I think everyone does their ASMR a little bit differently, but the main purpose is to induce relaxation, to help people kind of unwind and de stress. And I get a lot of people with insomnia who come in just to help them listen to something before they go to sleep. You know, it's that's such a hard question because ASMR, I feel like is like has such a wide range of like how people do it and what it really is. I think the purpose behind why people do ASMR um, is really important because you can almost feel it through their ASMR, like kind of like music, how sometimes you can feel like the person's emotion when they're playing music, if that makes sense. I think the same goes for ASMR. So I think intention is really important for people who are doing it. I do. Nowadays I mostly listen to my own ASMR just because I'm always like hanging out in my channel or editing videos or something, but I think watching other people's ASMR and not only to like get ideas, but for inspiration and just to like help relax myself. Cuz you can always get it's kind of like tickling yourself. Like I feel like you can't really get tingles from yourself a lot, so it doesn't happen too often when I watch just my own ASMR. Probably the back pain, honestly, from just like holding your arms up for so long and like when you're like bending down to whisper and stuff. When I do it for more than like 3 or 4 hours, I definitely start to feel it. That's why I've been like standing up during ASMR because my chiropractor was like, "You're gonna be a hunchback." But I mean, it's such a relaxing thing. So it's almost like when I'm doing it, it's kind of like a double whammy because I get to help other people relax, but it also helps me to relax. So I found it on Twitch, and this was, I think it was the summer of 2017. It was like right after I started streaming IRL. And when I saw it, I think my reaction was pretty much the same as everyone else's. It was kind of just like, what the heck is this? It's just like the weirdest thing. The person I was watching had, a mic similar to this that has ears on it, and it's just like, it just looks wrong. Um, but it was one of those things that it was just like so intriguing, and I found myself like continuing to come back to it. And at first glance it was weird, but as I kept listening, it kind of helped me to understand why people listen to it. And then I decided, like, you know what? I'm really good at putting babies and animals to sleep. Like, I've just always been good at that since I was little. So I thought that I could try to make ASMR that kind of like really fit my own style and maybe could help other people. I think the people who are like always online and like know everything that's going on YouTube and on like the memes and internet, those people are kind of like very familiar with what ASMR is. Um, but I feel like just like the everyday people who like aren't really as plugged in as we are really haven't heard of ASMR. Like even like when I go out in public or like the grocery store and people ask what I do, very few people really know what ASMR is. So I think being able to share and spread the benefits of ASMR, and I guess being able to change people's perspectives of what could be helpful to them. Like, I think, like, a lot of people who discover it have had insomnia for so long that they were just, like, kind of willing to try anything. And I think there are a lot more people out there who could use ASMR to their benefit. So being able to spread ASMR is definitely one of my biggest goals. Oh, I think streaming ASMR, because it's so different than YouTube, I would definitely just say stay strong and don't forget to upload on YouTube. But I think reaching out to people who you admire or people that you'd like to work with, whose ASMR you enjoy, I think building the relationships in the community with other streamers is really important. I think being willing to build genuine friendships within the space is really helpful. Never. I don't think, like, I feel like when everyone starts streaming, it's kind of like, oh, like going full time is like the dream. So I don't know if it's like because I like wasn't like confident enough, but it was kind of just like, oh man, I would die to have like 1,000 subs. You know what I mean? Like last year when it like wasn't as easy, not easy, but like before gifted subs were coming out, it was a hustle. Oh man, haven't really explored any of my hobbies recently, but before streaming took over my life, I was doing a lot of. I used to live like by the ocean in New Jersey, and I love the water and the ocean, even though I'm like a pretty bad swimmer. I used to go scuba diving and free diving a lot. I used to spearfish with my friends. I did a lot of like rock climbing and fishing. Yeah, I liked to spend a lot of time outside, um, just hanging out in the sun with my little puppy, reading books and stuff. Yeah.